Hello, this is Chris Ferris with the Plano Athletic Department, and we're back here after week 0 with Coach Mike Hughes of the Plano West Wolves. And Coach, no, it didn't go like you had planned, but I know there's a lot we can talk about the game and about how you're planning and looking forward to the off week and then the week after that. But just give us a little bit of your thoughts after the ball game here.
Well, we got hold of a buzzsaw, Arlington Martin. I think they were still mad from the previous year. But anyway, they're a good team. I think they're ranked 6th in the area right now. We didn't play well. Offensively, we didn't get anything going early on, put a lot of pressure on our defense, and I think that was a factor in the game. So we got to go out and get better in all phases of the game. And this week with a bye week, we'll be able to do that.
Well, and Coach, we talked about the ball game. Of course, it was a 45-7 loss there to Arlington Martin, and as you said, just a really good team. Can you focus on just some of the things, Coach, that maybe you're looking at in practice that you found out about your ball club this last week that you're going to focus on and work on this week?
Well, offensively, it starts up front. Our offensive line's got to play better. We were chasing snaps around the other night, and we've got to play better on the offensive line. We're going to get a running back this week, Tim Opossum, who's been injured, so that'll help us. We've got to establish the run. The other night, we really didn't have anything we could hang our hat on. So we've got to establish the run, and then when we throw it, we've got to throw it and we've got to catch it. But defensively, we've got to get 11 guys playing. The other night, our defensive tackles played well. I thought the middle linebacker played well. We've got to get everybody on the same page, fitting in gaps, and we've got to tackle. We missed some tackles the other night, so we've got to tackle better when we get that opportunity.
And Coach, I know in games like that, you certainly look for the silver lining and things like that. And I know special teams wise, I know there wasn't a whole lot of special teams work, but I thought the special teams really did a pretty good job. Is there anything that you can point to on the special teams that you were pleased with?
I was pleased with our punter, Michael Simone. We had the one block punt, and that's just something that we can fix. We've got to block. Our guys got to understand we got to block first, and then we got to get out our lanes and cover. But they're certainly correctable. But overall, I was pleased with our kicking game the other night.
And, of course, had the big play with the recover on the fumbled punt by Arlington Martin there as well. So special teams came up big in that instance.
Jonathan Vincey recovered that fumble there and set up a touchdown for us, so that was a positive.
Any individual players? I know last week we talked about a lot of the returners and some of the folks that you were counting on and key players in specific spots. Anybody just jump out at you offensively or defensively this week that was possibly new to the program? As far as playing a great deal, is there anybody you could just single out and think about that really looked good on Friday night?
We always have defensive, offensive, special teams player of the game. Defensively, Avery Hehanu and Blair Edwards played really well. Our defensive tackles really played well. Offensively, it was Carlos Wiggins that was the offensive player of the game, and then, of course, Jonathan Vincey on the special teams with the recovery on the punt. So we just got to get we've got to get them all playing at that level, and we will. And we're going to go back to work at it, and we're going to get better.
Well, no doubt. And the good thing about that is you get to come back. That's just one, right? That's just one of the 10 here. So, Coach, talk a little bit about the off week and how you prepare during the off week. What kind of things you'll be doing? Probably a little bit of recuperation time to get ready for that swing of the next 9 in a row. Probably, right?
Well, yesterday we were able to go through a video with our guys. So we spent about 2 hours going through and breaking down every play, and they were able to see the things that we need to fix. Today we're going to go out and practice. We play South Garland on a short week. We play them on Thursday, so we're actually going to go out and practice today. We were able to see South Garland and the South Garland-Bertner game, so we have an idea of what they're going to do. We don't have a lot of video on them yet, but we're going to go out and practice on fundamentals and get better today, some of the things that we have to work on. And then, but we're able to focus a little more on our weightlifting and conditioning with the bye week as well.
Well, and Coach, you talk about South Garland, and certainly that will be next week. We're looking at Thursday night, 7 o'clock. South Garland comes over to Kimbrough Stadium to play the Wolves, and actually going to be a ball game that's going to be broadcast ESPN and some local cable network. Coach, anything that obviously you always like to have those kinds of things, have the kids opportunity for that. Anything special that goes into that?
Well, it is senior night for us, so we'll have the they have the production before the game. The guys, the senior players, will have their parents down the field for the introductions. But right now, we just want to get back on the field and play another game, and so that's what we're excited about right now.
Oh, you bet. And Coach, we look forward to that. I know we've got some highlights here. Let's take a look real quick at the highlights and let you go over some of those.
I believe this is right after the punt recovery by Vinci, and this is one of our options where we hand the ball off to Austin Anderson, our sophomore running back. Went in untouched, but it's one of the positive plays that night, one of the few run plays we were able to get off the other night. Guys celebrating in the end zone. We give them 6 seconds to celebrate, then we got to get back to work. This is a screen they were trying to run off on us. Our defensive tackle, Chris Howard, played the screen, made the big play on the intercept, and showed that tremendous speed. Ball technique, changing hands with the ball. Big play in the game. Good job by Chris. Here's a toss sweep. Good job by Owasini fighting off the block by the tight end and making the play. A lot of gang tackling, a lot of blue jerseys around the ball there. Here's one of our mini punts the other night. Good job by Michael Cerrone, punting deep in our end of the field. Here's a recovery by Vinci, setting up the touchdown by Austin Anderson. Jonathan is our deep snapper on our punt. Did a good job the other night and came up with a big play as well. Here's the same play we scored on a while ago, but it's a pull by the quarterback. You can see there that's a read. Good job by Carson with a good read there and an outstanding run. We've got to have more of that the next game. Here's a screen to Carlos Wiggins. Tremendous play by him. Most of our offense was by him the other night. We got to get him the ball as much as we can. Martin hit us on the flag here. Breakdown in coverage. Mike Mitchell on the tackle there. Mike had a tremendous game defensively as well. Here's a good run support by Conan Vernon here. Martin was running the same play that we were running the other night. Vernon made a tremendous play. Here's Carlos taking one out deep out of his end zone. Almost popped this, was tripped up there, but we're okay with him bringing out of the end zone with his speed and the talent that he has.
Well, Coach Hughes, thank you again for your time today. I know you've got the off week this week. Enjoy the off week, and we'll look forward to getting back with you, I guess, in 2 weeks and go over that South Garland game. Good luck to you.
Well, I appreciate it. We're going back to work, and we'll get better, and we can't wait to line up against South Garland.
And again, that's Thursday night, September the 8th at Kimbrough Stadium, and that's South Garland at Plano West. Kimbrough Stadium, that'll be senior night, so Wolfpack fans come out for senior night.